The Climate Forum formally started on November 30th and saw delegates adopting a new fund to help poor nations cope with costly climate disasters. The Loss and Damage Fund, established at COP27 in Egypt in 2022, has been a long-standing demand of developing nations coping with the cost of the devastation caused by ever-increasing extreme weather events, such as droughts, floods, and rising sea levels. After being formally appointed the COP28 president, United Arab Emirates Minister of Industry and Advanced Technology, Sultan Ahmed Al Jaber, said this year's conference will focus on climate finance challenges. He called on all parties to restore confidence in multilateralism.
And we see, as you see, that the world has reached a crossroads. Pledge that I will run an inclusive and transparent process, one that encourages free and open discussion between all parties.
The U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken announced that the United States will join the Emirates Declaration on Sustainable Agriculture, Resilient Food Systems, and Climate Action.
The Emirates Declaration on Sustainable Agriculture, Resilient Food Systems, and Climate Action represents a landmark commitment by now over 130 countries to better align efforts on agriculture and food systems with climate action. And today, I'm very pleased to announce that the United States is joining the declaration and will serve as a founding member of the Technical Cooperation Collaborative to help implement its vision.
British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak spoke at the conference after pledging £1.6 billion, or about $2 billion, for a climate fund, which includes up to £500 million to tackle the causes of deforestation, $316 million for energy innovation projects around the world, and up to $60 million for loss and damage.
While we make new commitments here, major emitters must dramatically accelerate delivery of what they've already promised. Let me be clear, the United Kingdom is totally committed to net zero, the Paris Agreement, and to keeping 1.5 alive. That's why we've decarbonised faster than any other major economy. Our 2030 target means the deepest cuts of any major emitter, and we're determined to deliver. But instead of putting more pressure on working people, we're choosing a pragmatic new approach. We're ramping up renewables and embracing the opportunities of technology and green industry, because we've shown that you can cut emissions while growing the economy and creating jobs.
The president of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, also addressed the world leaders at the conference. Let's hear what she had to say.
The European Union has peaked already. We have reduced emissions, and we are on track to overshoot our target for 2030. And we just adopted a law to drastically reduce methane emissions. Second, on targets. This COP can make history. Last spring, the European Union launched a call to triple renewables and to double energy efficiency by 2030.
After a year of record temperatures, the pressure is on for this year's summit to accelerate action to limit climate change. Countries, however, are divided over the future of fossil fuel, the burning of which is the main cause of climate change.
So allow me to have a message for fossil fuel company leaders. Your old role is rapidly aging. Do not double down on an obsolete business model. Lead the transition to renewables using the resources you have available. Make no mistake, the road to climate sustainability is also the only viable pathway to economic sustainability of your companies in the future. And I urge governments to help industry make the right choice by regulating, legislating, putting a fair price on carbon, ending fossil fuel subsidies, and adopting a windfall tax on profits.
A key task for the summit will be the global stocktake, an assessment of countries' progress in meeting the Paris Agreement goal of limiting global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius. The conference will run from November 30th to December 12th, welcoming more than 70,000 delegates from around the globe in a bid to work out a worldwide solution to the pressing climate issues facing the planet and all mankind. This decisive action on the Loss and Damage Fund marks a breakthrough on the first day of the COP28. Several countries led by the United Arab Emirates made their financial commitments to the fund, with the United Arab Emirates contributing $100 million, Germany $100 million, Britain £40 million, or about $50.6 million, including £20 million for other arrangements, Japan $10 million, and the United States $17.5 million.